this is a massive fight. There is so much personal rivalry. There is so much history. There is so much bad blood. It's on a knife edge. And I know that when those two come together in a head-to-head and when they meet in opposite corners of the ring, the whole country will be waiting, going, I can't believe it's on. What is going to happen? No one knows what's going to happen.
Amir Khan said last week at the Decree premiere, I think, that the fight with you had to happen next. Where are we with it, as far as you're concerned?
Amir Khan man. You know, I'm fighting Saturday, so my mind and everything about me is on my opponent, Michael. But I'm hearing on social media that he's looking at Terence Crawford, and he's lying to the British public again. You know, he's saying they looked me in the eye, they shook me hand at Tony Bellew's last fight and said that we will fight next, and now I'm hearing that he's not. You know, I thought that we could announce this fight, me and Khan, in the ring for my fight this Saturday, but it's not looking like it's going to happen now.
What is going on with that, Brook Khan?
I think Khan has two options. He has the Terence Crawford fight and he has the Kell Brook fight. I'm pushing only one way, and that is the bigger fight, the bigger money fight, the fight that his people want, as in us Brits, the fight that will define a legacy in this country by creating an iconic event. But the Crawford fight is, you know, he's a world champion. There is definitely part of Amir that would like to win another world title, and obviously he can't do that against Kell Brook. But if he beats Kell Brook, you know, he only puts his price up for the Terence Crawford fight anyway. Do
you think he ever intended to fight you?
I don't think he ever intended. I don't know what's going through there. I don't know if it's a smokescreen for negotiations for this fight, but I thought that him signing with Matchroom that you know, we would fight each other. It's his last fight with Matchroom. I think that he's mugged them off as well.
How much can you do? I mean, you've got both of them under contract.
I've done all I can. I mean, you know, at some point, if a guy doesn't want to take a fight, he doesn't take it. And I don't think Amir is scared of Kell Brook. You know, I think there's a great deal on the table. I can't do any more. You know, and I will have failed if I don't get these two in the ring, and I'll be disappointed. But I can't physically do any more. Maybe there's the argument of if you lose to Crawford, you lose to a pound for pounder. If you lose to Brook, does it affect your legacy? If you don't fight Brook, that's going to affect your legacy.
Do you think that possibly he just cannot entertain the idea of living the rest of his life having lost to Kell Brook? He doesn't think it's going to happen, but he knows that it might happen.
Yeah, I think there is an element of that, and there is certainly an element of if I lose to Crawford, I could fight Brook after. I disagree with that. That's not happening. It's now or never. But I do think losing to Kell Brook would eat away to Amir Khan. It would eat away at either of them. And by the fear of having to live with that loss and the fear that that strikes you with, that tells you one thing. This is a massive fight.
If you had to predict right now whether you think it's going to happen or not, I mean, where would you stand on it as of this moment?
Like if, I would actually say
the last thing he said to you?
I spoke to Amir yesterday, I spoke to his lawyers this morning. They're looking at both offers, they're weighing it all up. I would say it's 50-50. If you want an answer, I would say I don't think he'll take the Brook fight. But I think it's very, very marginal. Very marginal.
You know, he's saying that this fight's always going to be there. It's not always going to be there. I've tried my best to make it happen. If he's not willing to make it happen next, I've got to fight them top boys in America and think about my own career. I can't hang around for him, you know, for when he's ready. The drama queen is like the Kardashian show. He, you know, the clown.